Well, good evening. Good evening. My name is Willie Lawson, and this is a trial run of a program that we're going to call the Fight Back Report. The Fight Back Report will be hopefully, will be a companion program to the Morning Report that my friend Paul Swanson and I have already done and have been doing and have 70 audio episodes of. This will be a little different because obviously it'll be video and we'll have clips from stories that we're covering. And hopefully you like it. Hopefully it catches on. We don't have all the tools we need yet, but we're doing the very best with the tools that we have. And as we grow, you'll see this set behind me change. Right now it's just a wall behind me in one of the rooms in my house. And that'll improve, and the sound quality will improve, and the video will improve, and the lighting will improve, and we're going to get good at this. We are going to get good at this. So again, if you like it, if you think it's a good idea, just let me know in the comments, please. Let me know in the comments there, there on Facebook, because we'll put the video up on Facebook, and we'll also put it up on YouTube. So thank you ever so much. Listen, the first story that I want to cover is an interesting story because it is something that's going on right now. Elizabeth Warren and others of the Democrat Party have suggested free college. I think Elizabeth Warren and some others have also suggested, Bernie Sanders among them, that that the country forgives a lot of student loan debt, because there's lots of it out there. You know, and I am not one to say there ain't no student loan debt, because everybody's got a little bit, it seems. If you've been in a college or university, you got a little bit of student debt, or you had a little bit of student debt, or you are burdened with a boatload of student debt. So it is, or student loan debt. So I understand. Please don't think that I'm being heartless about this, but there are some real concerns, and this gentleman that Elizabeth Warren found on the campaign trail makes some really good points. We're going to go to that clip right now from Fox Business, Democracy 2020.
2020 Democrat Elizabeth Warren's plan for student loan forgiveness is becoming a very hard sell for some financially responsible Americans. One father calling her out in Iowa. Take a listen.
I just want to ask one question. My daughter's getting out of school. I've saved all my money. She doesn't have any student loans. Am I going to get my money back? So you're going to pay for people who didn't save any money, and those of us that did the right thing get screwed.
No, it's not anybody got screwed. When we started,
of course we did. My buddy had fun, bought a car, went on vacations. I saved my money. He made more than I did. But I worked a double shift, worked extra. My daughter's worksheet is 10. So you're laughing at me. Yeah, that's exactly what you're doing. We did the right thing, and we get screwed.
Lou, how does she walk away from this?
Well, I don't think she does, and I think the fact that we're focused.
Yeah, I don't want to hear them talk about it, but the guy makes some good points. He's a gentleman that said, "Listen, you know what? We knew that we were going to send our daughter to college, and we knew that we were going to need to save our money. We know we were going to work extra hard, and everybody worked extra shifts, and his daughter worked. And what about those folks? Are somehow they going to be reimbursed in this?" Well, the answer to the question was no. And when this went up on Twitter, there was a lot of Twitter hate for this gentleman, that he was being selfish. But obviously he wasn't being selfish. He worked really hard to make sure that his daughter was able to pay for her education. Obviously he was not a selfish guy, but don't you think that he brings some really good questions to the table? What about the people who are doing it right? And it seems, whether you agree with it or not, it seems like the people who didn't plan, who didn't work, are sort of getting a pass. They're getting a free pass. And this gentleman feels like it's on the back of the people who planned and did it correctly. And you have to agree that he did it correctly. You have to agree that the way that he chose to send his kid to college was the correct way. It was the correct way for him, it's the correct way for his family, and eventually the correct way for his daughter. So his question is, what about us? What about the people who have done it the correct way? Where's our love? What do you think? What do you think? All right, I'm going to switch to a couple of local stories now because I think it's interesting. And for those of you who live in Hillsborough County who are watching this on Facebook, I really want to know what you think about it. Hillsborough County is deciding to ban the sale of puppies. Now, actually, they already did that. They did that a while ago, and they had to grandfather, or they grandfathered stores in that were selling puppies before. And right now there are two stores. I believe the names of the stores are All About Puppies and Puppies Tampa that are selling puppies. The ordinance, or the law, or the edict, is basically saying that you can only sell rescue dogs, rescue puppies. Well, how is it okay for Hillsborough County, the Hillsborough County County Commission, to make these sort of decisions, or should they be making these sort of decisions? Please comment below. Here's a piece, and this is from our friends at News Channel 8. Watch a clip and then comment below. I'd love to hear what you think.
Hillsborough County Commissioners have taken another step toward outlawing stores that sell puppies from breeders. Commissioners accepted a staff recommendation that would give the county's 2 remaining puppy stores just 6 months to switch over to selling rescue animals only. 10 News reporter Eric Lasser shows you why, after passing tougher rules just 2 years ago, the commission is now considering an outright ban.
We're talking man's best friend here.
Critics say puppy stores operating in Hillsborough County are nothing but outlet centers for unscrupulous puppy breeders.
The mills are concentration camps for dogs.
This is a typical enclosure of hers, full of feces.
In 2017, Hillsborough County passed an ordinance banning stores that sell pets from breeders, but they grandfathered in 2, All About Puppies and Puppies Tampa. Opponents say the shops still purchase animals raised under cruel conditions, an accusation the owners strongly deny.
Elected officials are saying no to this. I ask you to do the same.
Critics who want Hillsborough County Commissioners to do away with the grandfather clause point to the case of nearly 300 puppies seized from an East Tampa breeder in September. Pet store owners say those images are misleading. They invited us in to see store conditions for ourselves and the breeding facilities where the puppies are raised. Sunlit enclosures with heated tile floors and outdoor space. Most are purchased from states like Ohio, where breeders face much tougher regulations.
That's who our store buys from. So those are our actual puppies, not pictures from 2013.
An attorney for the 2 remaining puppy stores in Tampa said if the county forces them to sell shelter animals only, it would put the pet stores out of business. He asked commissioners to wait to see what the Florida legislature comes up with during this session, with several bills being introduced to regulate the industry
that address all of the concerns that have been expressed to you.
Despite the plea from puppy store owners, county commissioners decided to accept a staff recommendation that would do away with the grandfather clause and give pet stores just 6 months to start selling rescue animals only. It's not a done deal just yet. There'll be another opportunity for public comment at the next commission meeting, but a vote has been set for February 19th.
Local pet store owners tell us that putting them out of business would not end the demand for purebred puppies, so unscrupulous breeders will still be out there. And with no stores left meeting regulations, buyers of those dogs would have little recourse. Here in Florida, more than 60 communities ban stores from selling puppies. That's according to Best Friends Animal Society. In our area, Dunedin, St. Petersburg, Safety Harbor, and Sarasota County are among them. Manatee County commissioners considered a ban last fall, but they opted to push for state legislation instead.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me who thinks that this is an awful lot of hoopla about dogs. It just seems like a lot to me. And I obviously I'm the only one. Let me turn this down a little bit. Obviously I'm the only one. It just seems to be an awful lot. Now, I want to get to the point where I want to get to this discussion, and please comment below. Is this something that the Hillsborough County Commission should be involved with? Is this something that they should really be deciding at all? Getting into the business of who sells what? Now, if for some reason that if the industry found out that these guys were buying puppies from puppy mills and they were sick, and it seems like the market would take care of that, wouldn't it? It seems like people wouldn't do it. And this is it seems to be a classic case of government deciding winners and losers. This seems to be a classic case of government deciding on what you can actually sell, and who you can actually sell it to, and who you can actually get the things you sell from. I don't know. I don't know. Looking forward to hearing from you. This Saturday, tomorrow, we have the Gasparilla 2020. And before you go running down there, and especially if you've never been before, the Living Local with Lila, is going to give you some hints and some tips on what to expect when you head downtown. Parking is going to be an issue. I'm going to tell you now, parking is going to be an issue because there's nowhere to park. What you should be doing now is you should be getting a hotel room downtown and parking in that garage and going to Gasparilla and then going back to the hotel room and staying there until Sunday and then going home. Even if you live here in Tampa, that's what you should be doing. And I think that that's probably the only way to do it. If you live here in Tampa, there'll be some public transit, and there may be a place where you can get close with an Uber or a Lyft and then walk the rest of the way. Don't drive your car downtown. Just don't drive your car downtown. Don't drive your car to South Tampa. There won't be any place for you to put it. Anyway, Living Local with Lila, thank you very much. And again, if you like this, please comment below and let me know if you want to expand it or continue it or discontinue it. Looking forward to your feedback. Gasparilla 2020.
So we're Living Local with Lila. She's joining us this Wednesday morning from a pirate float warehouse.
That's where she's talking to some of the people that make Gasparilla happen. Here's Lila.
Ahoy, me mateys. Before the pirates invade, there's a few things you need to know before you go to Gasparilla. Gasparilla is celebrating its 105th year.
We love this parade. We have 130 units this year, just under. We've got all our local dignitaries. We have a dozen floats of our own in the parade and about 60 guest crews that will be with us.
Be sure to catch the start, the invasion.
My favorite part's the invasion. I love the flotilla. You get excited. We all gather on the ship. We have music and camaraderie and look forward for that. About an hour-and-a-half trip of fun.
The parade on Bayshore will cover 4.5 miles.
It's a long day, so come early. Be ready to enjoy the sights and sounds and all the different crews that are going to be in this event. You'll see a tapestry of what makes up Tampa, and it's a great time.
The Tampa Police Department's responsibility campaign keeps Gasparilla safe through education.
We've only, out of all the kids that's received this program, we've only had one kid get arrested for underage drinking. That's it, out of 10 years.
Drinking is only allowed on the parade route for those who are of age.
Where a lot of people get in trouble at is they'll get out of their car in the neighborhood and they're walking down to the parade route and they're carrying a case of beer or they're drinking their beer and things like that. So those are big no-nos. Remember, the only alcohol, you can't bring your own alcohol. You have to get it down on the parade route. No fighting, no urinating in public. If you look up, you see a nice party, you're not invited. Don't go into those parties.
When in doubt, see something, say something. Help keep all of our neighbors safe this Gasparilla. In Tampa, I'm Lila Gross, 8 on your side.
All right, so if you're cruising around and there's a party going on and you're not invited, don't go. Don't just show up in somebody's yard. Woo! Gasparilla! Don't do that because it's really, first of all, it's tacky and stupid. They should call the police and have you arrested. I think most people know that, but they're saying this because occasionally it does happen. Yeah, and be respectful of other people. Be respectful of other people's property, especially if you're down on Bayshore on the parade route. Their yard is not your bathroom. The yard is not your bathroom. And I know that you have pounded a case of Coors Light, wimp, and you got to do something. But there are public restrooms, and you'll just have to make plans, or you can just wear a diaper. No, okay. So some of y'all will, I know. In any case, thanks so much for tuning in to Fight Back Report. And if you like it, let me know. If you have suggestions, let me know. And any comments on the stories that we covered this evening, I'd love to hear from you. So until we see you again, go out there and learn something, love somebody, and for goodness sakes, y'all take care of yourself. We will see you when we see you. Bye-bye now. Bloomingdale's Flower Shop is Tampa's premier florist. Weddings are our specialty. We are here to provide you with excellence in design. With FTD Master Florist, Florida State Master Designer on staff, and a courteous and knowledgeable staff that are here to help you. We have a large variety of fresh cut roses, tulips, and orchids, all for your special birthday, anniversary, or Mother's Day. And remember, we deliver to all of Tampa and the surrounding areas. Forget the zip. We cover them all. Please feel free to stop by. We are open 7 days a week. Our locations have easy access for a quick pick-me-up of fresh roses or flowers on the way home. We are a real floral shop. Our staff is trained and ready to help you enjoy the convenience and safe and secure ordering online 24/7. We love our customers and we don't turn anyone away. Every order is special. Every customer is special. You can give us a call at 813-971-5947. And you can also get us on the web at www.bloomingdays.com.